Hi there, my name's Chris, I'm from Gold Cross Cycles. I'm here today to show you some of our new fantastic electric bikes that have just come into stores. So we have here with us our top level model, the lithium polymer bike in both ladies and men's frames. We work very hard to give you the top quality bikes with the top technology at incredible prices. So as we've had these come into the store, we've had some great questions from consumers about how do they work, how do they get the most out of them, and how they're going to help them with their cycling. So today I wanted to answer some of those questions for you and run through some of those great features. So firstly, the question we get the most of is the motor and where is it? So as we can see here, the motor is actually in the front wheel. It's an electronic brushless motor, so the durability of that type of motor is very good. The power output is 200 watts, which is the maximum output we're allowed here in Australia. But the great thing about the motor being in the front wheel, it's sealed, it's non-serviceable, it doesn't need to be serviced, it's incredibly durable, and it makes the bike handle very well. So then looking at the controller and how we make the bike work. So you can see up here we have the throttle firstly, which you can twist and allow the bike to engage the power and start to pull you along. And obviously the control panel here, which actually has some buttons that allow you to firstly turn the bike on and off. You've got the indicator there to show you how much battery is left, so anywhere between empty and full and when to recharge. And then two different modes which for different types of terrain. So if you're riding on the flat, the bike will input the same pedaling energy that you put into the bike to pull you along very, very easily. But then the hill ascent mode, which if you're going up a steep climb, need a little bit more help, you flick it into that mode and the bike will actually double its input to your input. So it'll pull you along with a lot less effort, make it a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. Then looking at the battery. The battery is the next big thing we have lots of questions about, and as you can see, the battery on this particular bike is actually built into the rack on the bike, which allows the bike to have a really nice short wheelbase, so the bike handles very well and very much rides like a normal hybrid bicycle. The battery itself is a lithium polymer battery. It's very small in size and also in weight. It's only 3 kilograms or 3.5 kilograms. But the great thing about lithium polymer is that it's incredibly durable. It doesn't lose charge and it doesn't have a memory. So a battery like this you'd expect to get around 10,000 cycles out of it. So it's a very durable battery and also has incredible power. So for the size of it, you're getting that high power, that 36 volt output that we can deliver on this bike. So slide it back into the rack. Next thing we'll look at down here is the crank. And so as we touched on before, this bike actually measures your pedaling input to judge how much input the motor needs to pull you along. So what we have behind here is a little sensor that measures the input of pedal force on the bike or how much you're pedaling, and the bike will then evenly contribute the same amount. Obviously when you flick it on the hill ascent mode, that'll then double your input on the pedals in the motor. Looking down here at the rear wheel, we have the actual gears, and that's a really common question we get is that, gee, I don't see any gears. Has the bike got any gears? Because when I ride it normally, I want to know that I've got a little bit of assistance if I'm going up or down a hill. So to answer the question, we've got 7 great gears internal. So the great thing about that is that all the gears are sealed. There's no servicing. The durability is incredible. It also allows a fully enclosed chain guard because the chain's not moving at all. So you don't have to worry if you're riding in pants or jeans or skirts or anything like that, because you're never going to get dirty. But a fully sealed unit, very durable, being the Shimano Nexus hub. Talking more about the gears, here's the controller for the gears, or the gear shifter, which is mounted on the handlebar as well. So as we can see, it's got the 7 gears, 1 being the easiest gear, 7 being the hardest. And so as you're pedaling along normally, you can just simply twist the shifter towards the gear that you want to go in that's appropriate for both the terrain and the speed that you're going. There's 3 different ways that you can ride. Firstly, you can use the throttle alone and not pedal at all, which is fantastic. You can pedal the bike, and as we said before, the bike will measure your input and match. Or you can turn the motor off and pedal all by yourself using the gears and pedal just like a normal bicycle. So it really is a great solution and a great option, giving you versatility for effortless cycling, no matter your capability. So that's it from me. I hope that that's answered some of your questions today and about these fantastic bikes. We're having an incredible amount of interest in them, and Again, the value that these bikes offer for the technology that's built into them is absolutely astounding. So I encourage you to have a great look. Either come into store and test ride one of the bikes, or jump online at goldcross.com.au and read more about these fantastic bikes. If you've got any further questions, as I said, send it through the website, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks so much.